Hello everybody, back again with me, again with the 2021 paper. We have done already one chapter, one video of this paper, that is question number 1. Yeah? Yep. If you got together with me, if you watched me in the first video of this paper, 2022 Business and Accounting, second paper, you know that this, in the introduction, I made it clear to you. This paper, it is mentioned on the paper, General Certificate of Education, General Certificate of Education Examination 2021-2022. It is mentioned on the paper. 21 and 22. Like both years are mentioned. Why? Because although the paper was the 2021 paper, 2021 O-level exam, it was held in 2022 this year. Yeah, so this is the latest paper, the last year paper. We are starting with the second question today. Part 1, Business Studies. Part 1, Business Studies. We're starting with the second question. Well, children, you have 3 questions in this part, as I explained in detail in the introduction. You have 3 questions in this part. You only have to answer 2. Right, so that is it. We are starting from question number 2, question number 3, question number 4. Question number 2, 3, 4. 3 questions are given. I'm going to answer all 3 questions. Yeah. Each question has 8 marks. Right. So, question number 2, first part. Write 2 unique characteristics of cooperative societies. Now, we've got to think about these organizations, cooperative societies. Yeah, I always pronounce it that way, pronouncing it that way. How do you pronounce this? Not cooperative, cooperative societies. Yeah, cooperative societies. Cooperative societies. Okay. Unique characteristics, which means characteristics which you can't see, you don't have in other organizations. Unique to cooperative societies. What do you think? Unique characteristics. What do you think? 2 unique characteristics. 2. Now, can you write some characteristics such as unlimited liability, those characteristics, unlimited liability and limited no legal personality, no legal personality. Can you write these characteristics? No, you can't, because no, you probably will not get marks. You know why? You know why? Yeah, you know why. Why can't you write these characteristics? Because these characteristics are available in other organizations also. Like in sole proprietorships, unlimited liability is there. In partnerships also, unlimited liability. No legal personality, no legal, they are not legal entities, no legal personality. Those are available in other organizations, not only in cooperative societies. They are asking to write, the question is asking to write unique characteristics, which means the characteristics should be unique only in cooperative societies. right? So that's how you be smart when you have to answer the question. The question is asking you unique, so you have to write unique. You have to be smart and read the question and understand. Membership of the owners. Membership of the owners, or you can write owners are members. Owners are members. There can be 10 or more members, like members, which means there is no specific owner to these organizations, right? There are members. Membership of the owners. Remember, you get only 2 marks. 2 marks to this question. You can't take the time that I'm taking to explain. You just finish this in 2-3 minutes. Okay, must finish it in 2-3 minutes. Membership of the owners and democratic control. Democratic control. The control or the management, the controlling of the organization is done in a democratic way. Democratic control, right? Yeah, that's how. Next question, number 2. State whether the following statements are true or false. We get true or false questions always. We always get true or false. And this is like, it's fun. I like it, right? You just need to read the statement, mention whether it's a true statement or it's false. Human needs arise naturally, while wants can be created. Human needs arise naturally, while wants can be created. It's true. It's true. It's very much true. This is true. Competitors of a business is an internal environmental factor. Competitors? Are you kidding me? Competitors? No. No, competitors are not internal environment. They are in the external environment, outside the business. So not internal environmental factors, okay? It's false. Sri Lanka Railway Department is a service providing business. Sri Lanka Railway, oh really? Sri Lanka Railway Department? Service providing? Of course. What else? What else are they providing? It's true. They are service providing. They are service providing. It's true. What do you think? You can go and buy vegetables from a railway station. Or you go to the railway station and get into the train to go shopping, to buy goods. No, they are not providing any goods from the railway department. They are providing you a service. It's a service providing business. It's true. The liability of partners in a partnership is limited. Well, that is an interesting statement. The liability of partners in a partnership business. The liability of partnership business is limited. All right. Now, children, They are talking about liability now. They are saying liability of partners limited. In your syllabus, according to your book, it's not true. It's not true. Liability of partners in a partnership is not limited. It's false. There's a reason for me to say that in your syllabus, in your book, it says all the partners in a partnership business have unlimited liability. In your book, it says. In the future, you are going to learn that there are limited partners. I mean, partners with limited liability. Well, for now, you don't think of those. You just think that, you just believe that. Keep in your mind that the liability of partners is not limited. Not limited. No, liability is not limited. Their liability is unlimited. Okay, so this is false. Next question. Question number 3. Following are 2 incidents that took place while Saman was going home from school with his father. Well, Saman must be a schoolboy, right? Of course, he's a schoolboy. Following are 2 incidents that took place because while Saman was going home from school, that means Saman is still a schoolboy. Incidents took place. What incidents? Father bought a map book for Saman from Sumudu bookshop. Father bought 5 kilograms of rice from Lanka Satosa Limited. Okay. Now, Saman and father is going home from school. And father buys map book. Father buys a map book for Saman. That's the first incident. Okay, from Sumudu bookshop, Sumudu book sellers. Then second, father buys 5 kilograms of rice from Lanka Satosa Limited. Satosa, 5 kilograms of rice. These days in Satosa, they are they are selling only 5 kilograms for a customer. Rice, they are giving only 5 kilograms per person. Even though you have money to buy 20 kilograms, you can't buy 20 kilograms. Yeah, that's called the scarcity of resources, scarcity of goods. These days, our country, our people, we are facing this situation. Whose fault is it? I don't know. Don't want to talk about it. Right. The decisions made by some very smart people have brought the country to this level. So only 5 kilograms issued by Satosa, okay, of rice. State the human need satisfied by each of the above incidents. State the human need satisfied by each of the above incidents. Now they are asking about the need. Need. That is the basic stuff. The most basic requirements of humans that must be fulfilled. Otherwise, we can't survive. Those are needs. What are the 5 basic needs? Every video I mention these things. I get these type of questions. And I ask you. You, tell me. You, boy. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good. So those are the needs, right? The five basic needs. Good. Yeah, repeat. Says, tell me again. Food, clothing, shelter, health, education. Food means food and water both. Food, clothing, shelter, health, education. These are the five basic needs. Out of these incidents, out of the incident number 1 and incident number 2, incident number 1, what need is satisfied? Father bought a map book for Saman. Why does he buy a map marking book? Because he needs education. Incident number 1, human need satisfied. What? Need is education. Remember, children, not wants. We are talking about needs, education. Okay. Human need is education. Then human need satisfied by each of the above. Now we have to write the human need satisfied by each of the above incidents. And the type of business organization too. Type of business organization. Right. But there is something that you should pay attention to. Here you should pay attention to. What? Yes, you need to write the satisfied. Which need is satisfied? Yes, you need to write. Just like I wrote here. First incident is satisfying the education need. Yeah, okay. And you need to write the type of business organization. Type of business organization according to objective. Okay, that is what you should notice here. They're asking what is the business organization according to their objective. Objective wise, businesses are categorized into two main categories. You should know. Tell me. According to objective, the target of businesses, considering that, yes, profit objective, non-profit objective. That means profit oriented, non-profit oriented. Those categories they're asking here. Okay. Type of business organization according to objective. Okay. Right. So now, first incident, human needs satisfied, education, and what is the business organization? Bought the map book from Sumudu bookshop. Sumudu bookshop. So Sumudu bookshop, according to objective, profit or non-profit? Profit oriented, of course. Profit oriented. Profit oriented. Okay. Profit oriented. All right. Profit oriented. No. Let it be. Okay. It's clear to you, right? Profit oriented. Next, second incident number 2. Yeah. Father buying 5 kilograms of rice. 5 kilograms of rice. You know rice. A sack of rice. Rice from Lanka Satosa Limited. Now, why do you buy rice? To eat. That is the need. That is the need. To eat. To eat is the requirement, the physical need what the father has bought is rice. So the need satisfied, they needed rice, no? So it's rice. Yeah, human need is rice, because the father has bought rice, no? 5 kilograms of rice. Okay. Yeah. No. No, I have seen a lot of people making this mistake. When they see rice, they think, rice is the main thing that we eat. That is the need. No, rice is a want, because they like to eat rice, because we Sri Lankans like to eat rice. That is our want. That is our want. The human need, they're asking the human need, and you have to write food. Food is the need. Food is the human need. Okay. And what is the organization? Type of organization? Lanka Satosa Limited. Lanka Satosa. Is it a, according to objective, no? Is it a profit or non-profit organization? Lanka Satosa. Profit. It's a profit organization. It's a profit-oriented organization. It is actually in the public sector. Okay. It is in the public sector. There's no doubt about that. Public sector means government, no, children, my dear children. Public sector, okay. Can a government sector? Yes, it's a government organization. But most of the government organizations are non-profit. But Satosa, Lanka Satosa Limited, they are targeting profits. Okay. They are not a charitable organization or a government non-profit organization like the health department and the hospitals, general hospitals, government hospitals, not those type of not that type of organization. Lanka Satosa is a profit-oriented organization. Okay. Right. Profit-oriented. Next. Second is also done now. Last question. Nayana, who was conducting a successful business of gardening and selling flowers. Nayana, who was conducting a successful business of gardening and selling flowers. Gardening and selling flowers in Nuwara as sakura flowers. Well, sakura is a flower that grows in Nuwara, or is it a flower that grows in Japan? I don't know. Maybe they are growing sakura in Nuwara. Yeah, Nayana must be a very, very talented lady who has a gift from nature to grow anything that she wants. Doesn't matter. Nayana, who is conducting a gardening and selling flowers business, the name is Sakura Flowers, faced a difficulty to pay the bank installment of rural bank last year because of fungal disease occurred in her plants. Fungal disease, okay. But due to her business knowledge, commitment and encouragement given by the government providing organic fertilizer, she has been successful in this year. Right. A lot of information. We can process a lot of information here. We can process a lot here. the government has provided encouragement. The government has given her encouragement, yes, Naina, go ahead, don't give up. We will support you. Go on with your business, like encouraging. Given by the government. Providing organic fertilizer also. Organic fertilizer. Yeah, there was a big ha-ho few months back. Just like I said before, due to some decisions taken by these people who are running the country. No need to talk about it. Somehow the chemical fertilizers, import of fertilizers were banned. The imports were totally, entirely stopped. Yeah. We being a Sri Lanka as a nation, we being a partly agricultural nation, and our main importing main exports, not imports, our main exports from our country to sell to other countries in order to earn foreign currencies, in order to generate income for the country, are one of the main exports being tea and spices and other agricultural products. The banning of chemical fertilizer in one day, like from one decision, all of a sudden affected the farmers, the cultivation of the country a lot, affected it a lot, right? Tea estates and tea plantations and other plantations were affected in a big manner, in a big way, right? So as a result, as a solution to that, again a decision was taken to transfer the using of chemical fertilizer from the using of chemical fertilizer, shifting to using organic fertilizer. So they are talking about organic fertilizer here. It was not really successful, was it? I don't know. So Naina is gardening and selling fresh flowers in Norelia. She's facing a difficulty, a problem, having a problem with paying the bank installment, the bank loan, paying the bank loan back. So she's having a financial issue. What caused it? What is the reason for her financial issue? The reason is a fungal disease which occurred in her plantations. Fungal disease, right? Gaswalta, Palavalta, what do you call it? Fungal disease. Dilira rogyak hadila, right? So the flowers don't bloom and the plants don't grow beautifully. They have this disease. They are always not very fresh, But due to the business knowledge and commitment of Naina and the fertilizer provided, organic fertilizer provided by from the government, blah blah blah, she's okay now. Right, two stakeholders of Sakura flowers mentioned in the above case. Two stakeholders two stakeholders. They don't say, the question is not asking you for internal stakeholders, or the question has not specifically said internal stakeholders, or is it external stakeholders. So it doesn't matter. You can write internal and external both. Okay, you can write Nayana, mentioned in the above case. Nayana is the main stakeholder because she is the owner, right? Nayana, owner. Right, two stakeholders. Now we wrote one. Yeah. Let's write another external stakeholder outside the business. Government. Government. That is a government is a stakeholder. Of course. Why? What do you think? Why government is not interested in the businesses in the country? Stakeholders means any party interested in a business. What is the reason? It doesn't matter. Yeah. The government is, of course, interested in all the businesses of the country because they have so many purposes. They have so many reasons. The one of the main reasons is encouraging and developing the businesses and encouraging the people to start new businesses and collecting taxes from the businesses. Those are the few of the main reasons. Okay, for the government as a stakeholder. Like two stakeholders mentioned in the above case. Yeah. So Nayana and the government. Write the reason to register the name of Sakura Flowers business mentioned in the above case. Write the reason to register the name of Sakura Flowers. Name of Sakura Flowers. Okay, the Sakura Flowers, that is a unique name. No? You must register that. Why? Because it is unique. No, not because it is unique. It is not the name of the owner. It is not the name of the owner. If the business name is the same name as the owner's name, no need to register. Not compulsory. But this name is not the name of the owner. This is a unique name. Sakura Flowers. That's what you should write. Register the name. Yeah. Because now because the business name is not the name of the owner. Business name is not the name of the owner. Or the business is conducted by a different name other than the owner's name. Sakura. Got it? Okay, simple questions, huh? Simple questions, children. Very simple. Done. We are done with the second question. Children, now I want to draw your attention on this. See, 2 marks. Okay. In the earlier papers that we did, in the earlier papers, like we have done so many papers, provincial papers and past papers, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have done all those papers. In those papers, children, I did not always get your attention. I didn't try to get your attention on the marks provided. What I tried to do earlier while doing the papers, earlier papers, what I tried to do was I tried to give you tips, give you shortcuts, easy methods to answer questions. Okay, that's what I tried to do. And to make you notice special points in questions, and to explain the question and to explain the answer. That's what I tried to do. So while I tried to give you an in detail answer, answers in detail, I tried to, as I said earlier, I tried to I provided you with tips, small tips and shortcuts that you can use when answering. But now I'm drawing your attention on the marks also. Okay, and I say, even though I am explaining the answer, even though I'm taking like 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, you can't take more than 2 minutes. Don't take more than 2 minutes, because 2 marks. You need to save your time for the difficult questions. As most of the students say, so the counting questions are difficult. They are not difficult. They are not. But good if you can save some time for those questions. More time. So the easy questions you can, finish off quickly. So 2 marks means you get like more than 2 minutes, like 3 minutes. Don't take 3 minutes because they are easy. Just finish them in 2 minutes. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you. And here, total 8 marks given for 4 subparts. This is the 4th subpart, right? This is the 4th one. This is the 4th one. That means the last part, 4th part. Each part you get 2 marks. So 2 into 4, 8 marks. Even in the introduction I tell you this, but while answering, you need to be mindful, be mindful, right? Have it, always have it. Always have it. And always notice the marks and decide how much time you can spend. That's right. We are moving on. Shall we? Yes. To the third question. Number 3. Write 2 advantages of maintaining a current account. You can write 5, but they're asking only for 2. So let's write 2 advantages of maintaining a current account. Current account. Where do you maintain current accounts? In the supermarkets. Go to the supermarkets and you say, it's a beautiful day, let's open a current account. Shall we? Yeah, I can fill in the form. Open a current account. No, you go and open current accounts in commercial banks, not in other banks. You can't walk into National Savings Bank, NSB, and open a current account. You can't. No. Because it's a savings bank. You can't walk into the development banks. You can't walk into finance companies and open current accounts. No. Only in commercial banks you can open current accounts. Okay. So advantages, they are not asking the banks, they are asking about the advantages. Current account. Okay, first one, you can obtain OD, overdraft. facility. Facility. Okay. Second, can use checks. Can get the check facility. Check facility. Right? To help you in your business activities. Can get the check facility. Can obtain OD facility. 2 marks. State whether the following statements are true or false. State whether the following statements are true or false. When transacting with checks, crossing is compulsory. Is that true now? When transacting with checks, just like I mentioned here, can get the check facility, but they are saying here when transacting means when doing transactions using checks. You write a check of 10,000 to a customer, sign it and issue the check, but do you have to cross the check? That's what they're asking. They're saying that transacting with checks, crossing is compulsory. No, it's false. It's not true. It's not compulsory. False. Insurance principle of indemnity is not relevant for the life insurance. That is true. That is true. That is true, right? It's true. Yes, it's true. Yeah. Insurance, principle of insurance. What is the principle? Indemnity. This principle is not relevant for life insurance. Yes, it's true. Okay. Next, in a communication process, the message exchanged between the sender and the receiver, is connected through a communication medium. In a communication process, okay, message exchanged. Message exchanged. Now I'm doing a communication process with you. Why not? I'm doing. This is communication. Of course. Yeah. This is communication. I'm communicating with you. Through the verbal medium, as well as signs and symbols and signs. Yeah, of course, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. These are symbols. I'm giving you signs. So my medium mainly is verbal medium, and symbols and signs, signals and signs, as well as electronic. I'm using an electronic medium to reach you, the YouTube or a TV channel, through the TV, through your phone, electronic. So I'm using all sorts of, all 4 mediums. There are 4 mediums now. Verbal, oral, written, electronic, signals and symbols and signs. So I'm using this verbal, oral. I'm not using this written, not using written. And I'm not using symbols and signs. And electronic also. So I'm not using written. I am, of course. What do you think I'm writing on the board? I'm using all 4 mediums to communicate with you. Huh? Yeah, of course. These are the mediums of communication, okay? So in a communication process, the message exchanged between the sender, I'm sending, and receiver, you are receiving, you are the receiver, is connected through a communication medium. Of course, that's true. It's even better if they said the message exchanged is connected through 1 or more mediums. It's even better. A disadvantage of railway transportation is the inability of using it up to the destination most of the time. That is true. That is true. Disadvantage of railway transportation is the inability of using it up to the destination. Mostly, most of the time. That is true, because you can't take the train to your home. Can you take the train to your home? That means you go by train and you get off of the train right at your doorstep. You can get the train or train. No. You can't go to the destination. So that is the disadvantage of railway transport, is inability to go up to the destination. That is true. Okay. Next question. Raja, potato cultivator, cultivating potatoes in Jaffna, using a telephone informed Prabhat, an owner of supermarket in Colombo. Well, that's good, because Prabhat is a name which is used, which is always for big personalities like me, right? Just kidding. Prabhat is my name too. Happens to be my name too. Not Raja. Raja is the potato cultivator. He's using a telephone. To call Prabhat. And Prabhat is the owner of a big supermarket chain in Colombo. Good that he is sending 50 kilograms of potatoes to PETA, 50 kilograms of potatoes to PETA railway station by Friday night mail. Prabhat agreed to get the stock of potatoes and informed it to Raja and requested the lorry driver and an employee to go to PETA to get the potatoes. Write an example for the response, which is an element of the communication process included in the above case. Okay, that's right. Example for the response, which is an element of the communication process included in the case. What is the communication process, children? What is the communication process? The process goes round and round and round and round and round and round. The process goes in circles, right? Yeah. in circles. That is the process. It goes in circles. Well, the process goes like sender sending the message using a medium, verbal or written or whatever. Okay, using a medium or electronic medium, just like I'm doing. Sender sending using a medium to the receiver. The message goes to the receiver, and receiver responds back to the sender. Okay, it's like I'm communicating with you. The sender is I'm the sender. My mediums are verbal as well as written. I'm writing, and I'm using the electronic medium, which is the phone or the TV to get to you. Those are the mediums. When you watch my videos on YouTube, you can put a comment back to me, back to the channel. Yeah, you can comment. You can, give me any feedback. Give me any feedback using your phone. You type in a comment. That is feedback. So the process happens like that. Sender sending the message using a medium, to the receiver. Receiver responds and gives a feedback back to the sender. So that is why I said it goes in circles, goes around and around. Okay, so the response is what the sender, what the receiver, how the receiver reacts. The question is asking example for the response, which is an element. Write an example for the response. Response, which is an element of the communication process, including the buckets. Okay, now who the sender? This guy is the sender. Raja is the sender. Raja is the sender. What is the message? What is the message? No, before that, Raja is the sender. Who is Prabhat? Prabhat is the receiver. Sender and receiver. Prabhat is the receiver. Okay. What is the message? Sending 50 kilograms of rice. No, not rice. Sending 50 kilograms of potatoes. That is the message. And agreeing, Prabhat agreeing to get the stock of potatoes. That is the response. He says, Prabhat says, okay, right, Raja, you send the potatoes in the Friday night mail. The mail, tapal. All right, Raja, no problem. You send the 50 kilograms. Kilo 50 daan dena mail eකට. Right. That is the response. Okay. Stock of potatoes, and informed it to Raja. Write an example for the response, which is an element. Response is Prabhat agreeing to get the stock of potatoes, stock stock of potatoes, and informing it to Raja. Agreeing to get the stock. Informing yeah, that's it. Informing it to Raja. Informing it to Raja. Okay, that's the response, the example for response. Name the retailer and the wholesaler in the above case separately. In the above case separately. Name the retailer. Okay, retailer. Retailer and the wholesaler. Who the retailer? Reselling goods, reselling stocks for the final consumer, reseller or retailer. And who's the wholesaler? Who is a wholesaler? Selling goods in large bulks for reselling purposes. He's selling not to the final consumer, he's selling to other retailers in large bulks like lorries and container trucks full of goods. Is selling in large bulks to resell. That is a wholesaler. Okay, so who is the retailer? Raja is a potato cultivator. He's a potato cultivator. That means Raja is the farmer. Raja is the farmer. Okay, using a telephone, informed Prabhat, an owner of a supermarket. Supermarket is a retail business, right? So you can write retailer is Prabhat because he owns a supermarket. Retailer is Prabhat. Supermarket owner. Retailer is Prabhat, supermarket owner because he's a supermarket owner. Supermarkets are large scale retail shops. Who's the wholesaler? Wholesaler, because there is no other person involved in this. The lorry driver and employee to go to the better railway station. In this case, children, wholesaler is Raja because he is the producer too. He's the producer too. He's the one who's cultivating, but he is selling in a bulk, like 50 kilos of potatoes. Yeah, 50 kilos of potatoes. Like that means from the train, large sacks of potatoes should be unloaded and transported to Prabhat's supermarket. who sold those 50 kilos of potatoes? Raja. And Raja is selling to Prabhat in order to resell. That is the wholesaler. That is the role of the wholesaler. Raja. Okay. Because why? Raja is selling a bulk to Prabhat in order to resell potatoes in Colombo. Okay. That's it. While walking on the jogging path, Jagat picked up a People's Bank check of... Oh my God! Lucky guy! Who? Jagat! He has picked a check of 500,000. Just picked up and looked at it, and it's a check of 500,000. Well, let's see what this actually is, what the case is. Don't get excited now. No, don't get excited. Like me, don't get excited. While walking on a jogging path, Jagat picked up a People's Bank check of 500,000, fallen on the ground. The name Ruan Pereira was written on the face of the check. And the phrase "Count payee only, Bank of Ceylon" was written within 2 parallel lines. Not very lucky now, is he? This guy Jagat is not a very lucky guy after all. Yeah, why? He can't do anything about it. He's not gonna get the money, right? No, he's not gonna get the money because he picked while walking on the jogging path. Jagat is the guy who picked up the People's Bank check. Check is from People's Bank. People's Bank check, 500,000. Okay. The name Ruan Pereira. Now, Ruan Pereira is the name on the check. Ruan Pereira is the name on the check. Ruan Pereira is the name on the check, which means the name Ruan Pereira was written on the face of the check. That is the payee. Ruan Pereira is the payee. And the phrase "account payee only," account payee only, which means only to pay his account. Only to pay his account, the check will be deposited. Only to pay his account. That means only to Ruan Pereira's account. Only to Ruan Pereira's account. Can't take the money. Jagat is there's no use of the check for Jagat. Jagat is, he picked up, he was running, he was jogging and picked up the check. It was fallen on the ground and, oh, it's a check of 500,000. Wow, thank God. You gave me 500,000. Let's go to the bank and let's encash. Jagat was thinking like that. Maybe Jagat was thinking like that. Maybe. But no. Can't get the money. Because the check is crossed. Face of the check. And the phrase "account payee only, Bank of Ceylon." It was written within 2 parallel lines. So this is a crossing. within two parallel lines. This is a crossing. Check is crossed. Okay. Crossing, and because Bank of Ceylon, the name Bank of Ceylon is also there, this is a special crossing. Special crossing. Not just a crossing, a special crossing. Okay. Now the question, name the drawee and payee of this check. Check separately. Drawee and payee. Of the check separately. Who's the drawee? Drawer is the payer. That means any guy, whatever the, whoever the guy, the person who wrote the check, whoever it is, doesn't matter. He's the drawer. Let's say I wrote the check. I'm the drawer. I wrote Ruan Pereira 500,000, and in numbers also 500,000, and I signed it. I'm the drawer. I gave the check to Ruan Pereira. He's the payee. He's the payee. So name the drawee. Who's the drawee? Drawee is always a bank. The bank. The bank of the drawer. Drawee is always a bank. Which bank? Bank of the drawer. Yep. So first of all, we put the question numbers and answer. Question number A, drawee. Drawee, who's the drawee? Drawee is always a bank. Which bank? Which bank? Bank of the drawer, which means I am the one who wrote the check to Ruan Pereira. So I gave the check. I'm the drawer. My bank. My bank. You should find my bank. That means the bank of the drawer. Whoever the drawer is, it doesn't matter. Walking on the jogging path, Jagat picked up a People's Bank check. So the People's Bank is the check of the drawer, check of, let's say, mine, which I wrote and gave to Ruan. So drawee is always a bank, and whose bank? Drawer's bank, my bank, that is People's Bank. Now the pay, we know the pay. Pay is Ruan Pereira. Yep, that's it. Ruan Pereira. Okay, it's a pay. Done. B part. none of the parties can cash the amount of this check from a bank counter. What is the reason for that? None of the parties can cash the amount. None of the parties. Not Jagat. That's why I said Jagat is a lucky guy. Today is my lucky day because I found this check and it's 500,000. It was on the ground. There is no owner. I found it. Founders keepers. I run to the bank to get the cash. No. No, not so lucky. That's why I said Jagat cannot take the cash. No party, none of the parties can cash the amount from the bank account. Why? Because the check is crossed. Because the check is crossed. The check is crossed. This is the crossing, see? Payee only and Bank of Ceylon both are crossings. Account payee only, this is a crossing, as well as this Bank of Ceylon was written, see, was written within two parallel lines. That is the crossing. That is the crossing, okay? Yeah. It's a crossing. And because this crossing is there, the Bank of Ceylon crossing, name of a commercial bank, that becomes a special crossing. Which means this guy, the check is given to Ruan Pereira. He cannot take cash through the bank counter. He can't take cash to his hand. No. Jagat is anyway is very unlucky. is not gonna get anything. Ruan Pereira, the owner, I mean the payee of the check, he also cannot take cash to his hand. He has to deposit the check, the 500,000, into his account only, because it says account payee only, to Ruan Pereira's account under his name. The account should be there, and to that account only cash will be deposited. Not only that, only to Bank of Ceylon, the account of Ruan Pereira should be in the Bank of Ceylon, BOC. Yeah. That is why no parties can cash the amount from the counter. What is the reason? Because the check is crossed. Check is crossed. Like, I'll just write some additional information just for your understanding. There is a general crossing and a special crossing too. And a special crossing too. And a special crossing too. Okay. So you can write so. The check only can be deposited to the mentioned, to the account of the payee, to the account of the pays. Pays. Additional information. Don't go and write the whole story in your paper, in your answer sheet when you go to answer, because you get only 2 marks. Finish it in like maximum 3 minutes, maximum. Okay, so likewise, you answered A, simple answers. Answered B, question B, that is also a very simple answer. Only this much is enough, children. Only this much is enough. Only this answer is enough. Only up to here, see? Because the check is crossed. What is the reason for that? Because the check is crossed. That's it, children. This is the third question. We finished the third question, question number 3, and the second question, second and third, in one video. This is 2022 Business and Accounting, O-level Business and Accounting paper. Second part 2, Business Studies. We did the second question and the third question together. The fourth question will be done in another video, another session. Until then, I'm going to see you soon. Till then, do your work. Don't be lazy and do things that you will regret in the future. I have to say it in a different way. Don't be lazy and don't do the necessary things without doing the necessary things. Don't just wait here and there. And you're going to regret. So do your work. I'm going to see you soon. Thank you.